I mean, there's a real disparity. I mean,
the whole island is a garbage dump.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's going to come about as people come out of poverty and, you know, what, 3/4 of your GDP is based on tourism. If that collapses, I think they realize that if that collapses, everything is gone, right?
But then even in poverty, you still have pride. I mean, the island hasn't always been wealthy, wealthy, wealthy. In fact, there's still poor people, but people have pride. We lost that. We need to regain that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just, from what I saw, it was kind of more of a, we need to fill our bellies before we can start thinking about the beauty of the island and all your wonderful natural resources that you have here. And I almost wonder if you could, I would like to see some enviropreneurs come into the island here and start up a turtle farm like they have in the Caymans, or butterfly farms. Or, there's all sorts of potential, actually, even I think in the middle of the island, which might draw some tourism money into the middle.
There was a lady too next. No.
Do you think that, and that you mentioned something earlier about the Alaskan model for halibut? Was it halibut?
Yeah, good.
Right. Do you think that either one of those could be applied to maybe our grouper or our crawfish or even our conch, which are definitely, I mean...
I've heard that the conch are kind of moving further and further out, is that correct? Yes, there's models out there, and I would be, visit me after, and I'd be happy to send you some publications on it. But one model that comes to mind is for the spiny lobster, which it's kind of like the conch in a way. It doesn't move a lot. They catch it with...
That's what we call crawfish. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
No, it's just a communication.
Okay. So off of the Baja, actually, they started, the fishermen themselves started this program. They divided the fishery into 9 cooperatives, and they assigned property rights to each area. They then monitor themselves how many traps they put down. They pay a fee for enforcement, and they've had enormous success. And I'd be happy to send you some material on that. But basically creating rights, and so it's not just, you know, put my crawfish condominium wherever I please.
Who does the enforcement though? That's, I mean, it's private.
They do themselves. They put in money.
It's not a government.
They do coordinate some with the government, and as much as if they catch someone, the government has said they will prosecute. But this is a serious business. They buy. I've seen photos. They got the night vision goggles. They've got it all, and they take it very seriously. They have ownership in their cooperatives.
Yeah, well, crawfish tail retails for what, $17?
Right.
$12.
The point is there is a solution. There's a solution, and now's the time you should be thinking about it if the conch are moving out before it gets worse.
How would you promote investment in alternative technologies?
What was that? I'm sorry.
How would you promote investment in alternative technologies?
Look, I mean, in my opinion, companies have incentives to invest in it on their own because they stand to make a lot of money, I think, especially if the price of fossil fuels goes way up, and they're in position with alternative technologies, and they're gonna be loving life.
So no incentive.
I don't think so. I think the incentive's there. Price. Thank you so much, and I'm going to stick around if you have more questions.
Ladies and gentlemen, as Laura mentioned, she has sent the book that she co-authored with Terry Anderson of PERC, Greener Than Now. It will arrive. If you please give us your P.O. box and your email address, we will make sure you get a copy. We only have 50 copies coming, so when they come, please sign up. Also, we've circulated a document. If you give us your email address, if you'd like to receive our weekly e-newsletter, we'd be happy to sign you up. A lot of you already have it, but we need your information for the book. We also need your money. Nothing in life is free. And this event is free for you guys to come in, but we put some little brochures on there. And I get the nasty task of saying, please send a check.
Oh, nicer, nicer on your knees.
Yeah, please send a check. I'm not above begging, I can assure you. It's my pleasure to...
The whole board, we can do it.
yeah, our board can do it. Oh, thank you, George. I appreciate that. Our president, Joan Thompson, couldn't make it tonight. Her husband's just come back from an operation, so she's trying to get him comfortable at home, and she apologizes for not being here. It's my pleasure to introduce another of our... George Borlandelli back there has been collecting money from you for the drinks. Dr. Sidney Sweeting, another board member, is with us, and Damien Forsyth, another board member, is coming to give Laura the vote of thanks. And thank you so much.
Laura, thanks again. You know, so often we have so many economists come and we focus on the economy, which is obviously very important, particularly here in the Bahamas with the challenges we have. But to look at the environment 2 days before Earth Day, I think is key, and to tie it into the economy and free markets as well.
Perfect, thank you, Dave.
So this is a great book showing the Bahamian environment.
That looks much nicer than my book.
It's very nice. So it's a great Bahamian photographer, and the commentary was done by this gentleman here, Larry Smith, so he can talk to you about it as well.
Perfect, perfect.
Look this way, guys.
Thank you.